Hey, it's Sandra. Welcome to another episode of Asexualize My Asexual Life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality and all things asexual. I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. I am Sandra Bellamy, author of Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories, and I'm the founder of asexualized.com and Asexualized Academy, which is the world's first online training centre and school for asexuals and asexuality. And if you haven't got your free Asexuality Basics for Beginners course yet, please click on the link down below. Hello, Michael. Thank you for joining me. You'll have to excuse my voice. I've been recording a lot of video today. I don't know if you remember a little while ago, I was doing a review on the BBC Three documentary that I was entitled I Don't Want Sex. And it was asexuals looking for love, basically. I said I was doing a review. I was looking for love, basically. I said I was doing a review on it. I started to do the review that I took bad with a chest infection. And today I've been finishing that review off, editing it. It is over an hour long. It's a really, really good video. I have yet to upload it. It's going to take me a while to actually process that because it's over an hour long. So it's going to take me quite a lot of hours to even process that into a file for uploading to YouTube. I've also been asked if I wanted to take part in a digital magazine. And so I've been literally recording myself answering interview questions for that. And so my voice is really croaky now. My chest is still not good. I am finally going to the doctors on Friday because of the chest infection hasn't completely gone. I'm still coughing up stuff and coughing a lot. So I do apologise now. But, you know, I'm on the case. And also something else happened recently where I've been approached to go on a student documentary about asexuality. So that should be coming up in December/January. So I've been very, very busy bee talking about asexuality and recording stuff for asexuals and for this channel. So yeah, my voice is very croaky. And today I wanted to talk to you about the self-date I went on. So you might have known that on Monday the 5th of November was my anniversary, 7-year anniversary of being free from abuse. Pretty much every type of abuse apart from the guy that I was last with a long-term relationship with. He wasn't sexually abusive, which was great. I really liked that about him, obviously, because it's brilliant. I mean, he was abusive in terms of physically threatening, very emotionally abusive, very mentally abusive, very verbally abusive, but the sexual stuff was never abusive, and I'm so glad and thankful for that. You know, he was actually good at that and really gentle and kind, you know, in that moment, which was very weird compared to the rest of his behaviour, but I was really, you know, happy for that. And so anyway, I think it's empowering if you celebrate, you know, the fact that you've got freedom from that life. And this was my 7-year anniversary. So I took myself out for a self date and watched the Nutcracker and the Four Realms. And what I absolutely loved about this film was it was love without sex. I love teenager movies, family movies, that type of thing. The costumes were absolutely fantastic. I mean, there are going to be probably some spoilers in this, so if you want to not listen to this, I do understand. I'll try not to give away the whole film, but you know, I won't give any too specific details, but you know, I might give stuff away. So if you are a person that doesn't like spoilers and you'll be upset with me, please, you know, like, watch the film first, then come back to this video afterwards. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up as well as we go along, because it is appreciated. I really appreciate it. So yeah, so the Nutcracker and the Four Realms, I mean, the costumes were fantastic. There was special effects in it, which compared to some special effects films was not, you know, of the same sort of, you know, mind-blowing stuff, but in terms of the actual film, it's really appropriate for the film, that the special effects were very good for the film. But I love the costumes because I love dressing like a princess myself, not for anyone else, just because I like to dress like a princess. I love Disney stuff. I love Disneyland Paris. I love feeling like a princess. I love just, you know, being a princess in my life, in my own life, not for anyone else. I just love magic and wonder, and that film really drew you into the magic and wonder of this other land and these other lands. Like, it was incredible. I think the main girl, who's the actress, was really good at acting, and there's a guy in it who's coloured guy, black guy, who was really cute and good looking. And he was incredible at it because I really felt like he loved her throughout, especially as the film progressed. And there was moments in the film when you saw him wanting to speak and express his love in terms of verbal for her, but he just couldn't do it. And at the end, it wasn't the traditional, oh, let's kiss ending, which I kind of wished it was, being a romantic asexual. I kind of thought, oh, why doesn't he kiss her? But it was a nice. I mean, I'm not really giving the film away. There's a really big storyline throughout it, and there are a bit sad things in it. I won't tell you any more. But it was just great to see him love her in a film without the sex. No sex. There wasn't even any kissing in it, like I said. So obviously that's great for asexuals to portray love in that way. There's no sex involved, and to all intents and purposes, there probably wasn't really romance that much going on. Something in April is important to you. Yes, it's my birthday, Heather, in April. It's my birthday, Heather, in April. Exactly. And I went to Disneyland Paris last year for my 21st Mindset birthday, and that was really important to me. I absolutely adored that. I'm on my phone tonight, by the way, because I've been recording on my iPad all day, so the battery's really low. So if you wonder why it's moving a little bit, it's because, my hand's behind it. And I'm trying to talk at the same time and get over enthusiastic as usual. Well, no, I don't call it over enthusiastic. I call it really enthusiastic, which you should be in life, I think. Life's too short not to be, isn't it? So yeah, so this film was incredible, and it had these different lands in it, and they had beautiful costumes. Like, it wasn't just a main character that had like a princess dress; it was other costumes, and there's another main female character in it as well, and she had a beautiful costume as well in it. And I just thought the scenery was good. It was very like a magical place, and I just really appreciated the love of the main young characters. Well, I felt more love from the boy to the girl, really, rather than, I think he was more romantically loving her, whereas probably for her it's probably a bit more of a platonic type of friendship love. But I think he loved her. I mean, I'd love to see another movie followed on from this where he comes into her land, because they could easily do that, because she goes into his land, the Nutcracker's land, and sort of his whole sort of world, if you know what I mean. I just think they could do another follow-up where he comes into her world, the human world, if you like, and all the sort of chaos and problems that brings. I think that'd be a great follow-on. I mean, the movie's in and of itself a story in its own right, so it doesn't need a follow-on, but I would like to see a follow-on. And I would like to see, actually, well, me being romantic, I would like to see romance develop between the guy and the girl. And I think that would be really interesting, because the guy is not from the human, he isn't from the normal human world, if you like. I don't want to give it all away, but she is. So she goes to his world. I think it'd be good if he came to her world. I think that'd be fantastic. And I just thought that it's such a brilliant film for asexuals to watch. There's no sex in it, no sexual stuff. Didn't even hear any sexual connotations whatsoever. It was purely based on love. There's a whole big story going through it, which again is based on love. It's based on family love, friendship love, and that deep committed love without the sex, without, it wasn't even really romantic love, I wouldn't say. There's lots of different types of love in there, and I think for asexuals it's a really positive film. No sex, no violence, no swearing. It's just really, really pure, beautiful film, I thought, and it was interesting and fun to watch. It was a good special effects, amazing costumes, and I just think it's a really, really nice film. It's very Christmassy as well, because it's set in Christmas time, and the Christmas tree and stuff. I like Christmas. I'm not strictly religious. So some people have said to me in groups, well, I'm not religious, so don't do Christmas. Well, that's fine, but I actually love Christmas in and of itself, as in all the magic and wonder of it. I do like the present opening. I do like receiving and giving presents. I'm not going to lie to you. I love that. I do like the family time as well. I do like all the magic, all the sparkly baubles, all the Christmas tree lights. I love all that type of thing. I don't just think about it in terms of religion. I think about it as just being a wonderful experience and just magic and wonder. I love magic and wonder. I'm like a big kid, and I love being like a kid. It's amazing. I love it. I'm really, really young. people who know me know that I'm young, but even the heterosexual guy I dated a few weeks ago, he could see that I was young. He kept saying, "You're like a teenager." I'm like, "Yep, exactly." And I've always been that way. Well, since 2012, when I overcame depression, I've been my young, vibrant, energetic teenager self, and I absolutely adore it. It's the best way to be. And asexuality is amazing. And if ever worried about, oh, I'm asexual, different to others, embrace it. It's brilliant. It's a gift, We can live, love, and be happy without sex, and we can appreciate things like this. Some people who are not asexual. It's funny. I love Christmas, and I'm atheist. Exactly, Michael. It's wonderful. It's great. I don't think you have to be religious to appreciate and like Christmas. Good for you. I just love it. I know that goes against some religions probably because religion, Christmas is based on Christianity. But I just think, it's a wonderful festivity, a wonderful moment. Like I celebrate my birthday every year. Doesn't matter what situation I'm in, I always go out for my birthday because to me a birthday is very, very special. I'm one of a kind on this planet, and I think people should be celebrating their birthdays. A lot of people go, "Oh, it's just another birthday. Oh, it's another day to me." And I kind of personally think that's sad. I'm like, it was the day you were born, be very grateful and thankful. Maybe your life is not the best in the world. Maybe you've got hardships. Maybe I don't care what Christmas is based on. It's still lovely. Exactly, Michael. Exactly. I'm totally agreeing with you. Really agree with you there. Yeah. And I think a celebration is an important one. I love celebrating life. I love celebrating any opportunity to celebrate life or to celebrate a special occasion. I'm there. I'm not the type of person like a lot of people. It's like, oh, Christmas is so commercialized. Birthdays are so commercialized. You could say them about anything. You could say about blooming camera. You got a piece of adverts for cameras. You could say that's commercialized because there's a commercial over it. You could say it for a lipstick. You could say it for a holiday. All of these things are commercialized because they got commercials on them, meaning adverts, And I just really love, celebrating life. We only get one life and it's a shame not to celebrate it. So why not? Like I said, I celebrate my birthday. And also to lots of people, it's just another day. To me, it's not. It's a day I was born and that's amazing. I did suffer with depression for years. So I did have a very bleak outlook on life. Like I didn't want to be here. I didn't see the point in life. I didn't like this world. But I'm not like that anymore. Since 2012, I freed myself of depression. Cathedral, I'll probably love it at Christmas. Yes, Heather. I used to go to a thing called Christingle at Christmas, which was meant light a candle and go and sing hymns just before Christmas, even though I'm not strictly religious. I'm more spiritual than religious. But, I do believe it. I do believe in God, but I have my own version of it that most people probably wouldn't get. It's like, oh, God's there. Jesus sits next to him, literally. Don't believe in the Holy Spirit. And that's basically my religion. I talk to God like a friend as and when I want to. And it's great. And I've had quite a lot of accidents in my life, that I haven't spoke about on this channel. And I'm really grateful and thankful for still being alive and being able-bodied, even though I have fibromyalgia, which I pretty much ignore most of the time. It can impact my life in certain ways, but I just pretty much use the power of my mind to block out a lot of the pain. And you get fibromyalgia through trauma, so a lot of accidents can cause it. I've had lots of accidents, but I'm very grateful and thankful to be here in life. 3 days before my 12th birthday, I was knocked over by a moped, which you didn't know. There was blood all over the road. I didn't see. I was knocked unconscious, but I saw the blood on the road when I came back from the hospital. And I woke up in the ambulance, And so, these things happen in life, and, I came away with, the blood was on my head, but I came away with no injuries. Didn't even need stitches. I had to stay a night over hospital for observation, but no stitches. I mean, thank God for that. Thank the world, the planet, the universe, the spirit, the spirituality world, the amazing life force on this planet that I was still alive. At the time, my life wasn't great in terms of, I wasn't feeling great about life, but in terms of living, I think it's brilliant. I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be helping asexuals. I wouldn't have written a book for asexuals that's in libraries around the UK. I wouldn't have been doing this channel. You wouldn't have heard of me ever. I wouldn't be here. Do you see what I mean? And if I can just impact a few lives with asexuality, to realise that, you're not broken, there's nothing wrong with you. It's a sexual orientation, just like heterosexuality, bisexuality, pansexuality, homosexuality. It's a sexual orientation. It's so right. It's perfectly valid. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with you. It's great. It's wonderful. And just enjoy it, you know. People don't question heterosexuals. They don't go, are you sure you're heterosexual? Or you better do a test. Of course they don't. Just be strong in your asexuality. It's your sexual orientation. Love it, live it, and just be empowered by it, you know. Just really enjoy it. And if you get a chance to see the Nutcracker and the Four Realms, do a go along to it. If you like family movies, if you like love without sex, even love without romance, if you like you know, beautiful costumes, nice scenery, if you like getting in the Christmas spirit, it's a good film to watch. It's a fun film for all the family to watch, fun film to watch on the self date. It's just a really nice feel good film. I think there is some sadness in it, like I said, but don't worry about that. The main thread of the film is absolutely beautiful and I love it to bits. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I really appreciate that. I am going to sign off, so it's going to be a short video tonight, but I really appreciate you tuning in. Thanks Heather, thanks Michael, and thanks for whoever else is watching. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that great big subscribe button below and hit that bell icon to get notified every time I go live or post a new video. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much, Heather. Thank you for the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Thanks to whoever else is tuning in. And I will see you on the next live stream. And don't forget, I will have the video coming up about the asexuality documentary, but it might take me a few days to sort one out. Okay, take care. Bye. Nice to see you. Bye.